Are you practicing the drums endlessly, wondering if you'll ever sound like a real drummer? Most drummers struggle with bad habits for years, killing their progress and making them think it'll take a lifetime to play well. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be that way? And in fact, with just 30 minutes a day, you can make more progress in a few weeks than you'd make in a decade. The good news is that for the past 10 years, I've helped hundreds of drummers do just that. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to break through your drumming plateaus at lightning speed, no matter your age or skill level. I'll also show you how to play more naturally and confidently, even if you feel like you have no natural talent or rhythm. The reason this works so well for drummers of all levels is because it fixes the 3 major mistakes most drummers make. I figured this out over the course of a decade, running recording studios, touring with bands, and recording as a session drummer. My method is so effective that drummers of all abilities, from beginners to full-time pros, come to me to improve their technique and sound on a deeper level. If you want to see the same results, you just have to do one thing: stop practicing. Seriously, the way you practice now could be digging you deeper into a hole that you can't get out of. So put the sticks down and listen. So what are these 3 big mistakes that most drummers make? Meet Medea. Medea picked up the drums recently, but she wasn't getting the results she wanted for all the effort she was putting in.
It took me months of trying to work on it myself and not knowing what I was doing wrong.
She would watch lessons on YouTube, find drumming tutorials on her favorite songs, and she even studied with some local drum teachers, but nothing clicked.
And it was just elusive to me forever.
Then Medea asked for my help. In just a few months, her drumming improved drastically.
I used to have sore wrists, and I can't remember the last time I had sore wrists, which is amazing. I didn't even remember that was a problem, and now it isn't anymore, which is great.
So what made such a big difference for Medea in such a short amount of time? I taught her the 10x practice framework. When you sit down to practice, there are literally millions of things you could do with that time, and most won't really make a difference in your playing. Most drummers use practice methods that actually make them sound worse, which ends up causing technique issues that can result in permanent physical injury. How could something like this happen? It all comes down to how your brain learns. Most drummers think they can keep practicing the things they struggle with, but the old saying, practice makes perfect, doesn't work here. If you're tensing up while playing now, that tension will become a habit, leading to long-term physical strain and injury. If your timing is sloppy when you practice today, that will become the norm tomorrow. Your bad drumming habits get embedded into your muscle memory. In the end, practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes permanent. That's why I asked you to stop practicing earlier. To improve your drumming, change the way you practice first. Practice smarter, not harder.
Gosh, it's been just leaps and bounds from where I started. I feel like my hands are in a much better place. It's just been exponential.
Once Medea started using my practice framework, every single minute she spent behind the kit directly improved her playing. Here's how that works. 1. We focus on the right things. Most drummers waste time on random exercises, or they try to play things they're not ready for. Medea learned to focus her practice on exactly the right things to improve her fundamentals: timing, technique, and coordination.
That's one of the really magical things when one has a good teacher, right? It's you don't feel as frustrated. You feel like you kind of have the tools to do things. I'm oh, this is exactly what I needed someone to teach me.
We target the specific areas holding you back and work on the most important skills to level up your drumming. 2. We break it down into small steps. Medea used to jump straight into playing new beats and fills at full speed. Now she slows it down, breaks it into manageable chunks, and it builds muscle memory the right way, step by step. This keeps movements smooth, precise, and something Medea can do on autopilot when she plays at full speed. But the key to unlocking the potential of this kind of practice is we give feedback to help you course correct.
It's been a way for me to kind of just remove the roadblocks. I've been really struggling with my hands for a long time, and they've come a really long way.
Medea had a breakthrough when she realized she couldn't always spot her own mistakes. With my coaching, she got clear, personalized feedback that helped her identify and fix bad habits before they got locked into muscle memory.
It was really just a couple tweaks, and then it's oh, I got it, and I could finally get up to speed.
Medea's drumming evolved immediately. Instead of spending hours on exercises that didn't make a difference, she started improving quickly by focusing on the fundamentals and practicing the right way. And you can do the same thing even if you're short on time. My systems give you progress with just 30 focused minutes a day. If you've been telling yourself, I don't have time to get better, or it's going to take me years to play well, then understand this. Once you perfect your practice methods, you'll find it easy to quickly transform your drumming. Chris, another student of mine, did the same thing. He played drums for decades, but felt stuck just like Medea. Despite all his experience, there were gaps in his technique holding him back. When Chris asked for my help, he wasn't sure how much he'd really gain. After all, he'd been drumming for decades. But together, we changed everything, from his double stroke rolls to his self-confidence.
What I got out of this is that doing such a wide range of things, stuff that I have never really explored before, it's inspired me and motivated me.
One of Chris's biggest breakthroughs came from breaking his double stroke rolls into bite-sized, deliberate steps. He used to struggle to make his second strokes as strong as the first, but by applying my practice framework and the techniques I showed him, it finally clicked. Not only did his technique improve quickly, but that improvement rapidly built his confidence behind the kit.
Going back to just holding the sticks and the stuff that I got from the early lessons, I'm playing louder and stronger. It almost happened without me thinking too much about it, but it is something that I'm aware of while I'm playing, and it's made a difference. And it's giving me the most enjoyment.
It's not about learning an instrument from an early age and toiling away for decades. It's about having the right system and the right person to guide you. Like what Frankie experienced. He'd played drums his whole life, but became stuck in a place many drummers know all too well, the plateau.
I had been playing like my entire life, but I definitely had kind of plateaued pretty noticeably for some time. My technique was holding me back. I was trying to get better, but I didn't really know where to start or what to do or what to be working on, or looking back, how to even hold the stick properly. I had caveman technique just across the board. The current trajectory that I felt I was on was not going to get my playing where I wanted my playing to be. My teacher actually told me basically at the time that I was too old to improve in the way that I was hoping to improve. Internally, I really believed in myself and my ability. However, my skill set and ability level at that time was not anywhere close to matching what I actually felt like I was truly capable of. So because of that, I knew that I needed to find somebody that knew what they were doing, that would help to guide me and coach me and bring that out of me. I was looking for a teacher who was going to take me seriously and my ambitions seriously, and somebody that I could rely on to push me and to believe in me the same way that I believed in myself, because I knew I could do it. That was kind of the tipping point.
From our very first session together, we did things differently. We started with the fundamentals, breaking down every movement, every technique, and Frankie's progress was rapid.
Since I started with Dimitri, the difference in my playing and my ability, and even the way I feel about my playing, has changed tremendously. I've steadily improved to the point where now, looking back to where I was before I started with Dimitri, the difference is incredibly noticeable. My experience has been fantastic. With Dimitri's guidance and coaching, I'm continuing to become a better and better and better player.
His drumming transformation was remarkable. Suddenly, Frankie's drumming career was taking off in ways he'd only dreamed of. Previous plateaus, gone. Technical limitations, conquered. And after working with so many students just like Frankie, I thought, how do I take everything I've learned to help my students and use it to empower drummers across the globe? In the past, drummers had to book expensive in-person lessons to get this kind of transformation. But today, I've made it possible to get the same results no matter where you are in the world. I spent years breaking down exactly what worked, every technique, every practice method, and every mindset shift that created transformations like Frankie's. I distilled all of that into the Total Drummer System. This isn't just another instructional video. It's every breakthrough, every light bulb moment, every technique that actually works. And this is all distilled down into a step-by-step system that any drummer can follow to get amazing results. The truth is that you don't need a decade of trial and error. You just need to believe in yourself and follow a proven system that works. If Medea, Chris, and Frankie can do it all in a couple of weeks, so can you. This kind of transformation is 100% possible, whether you've been drumming for decades or just days. The most important secret I can share with you is that you don't have to be born with natural talent to play confidently and creatively. One of the biggest myths in drumming is that some people are just born with natural rhythm, coordination, or talent, and the rest of us never have a chance to play like that. In my program, I've seen students of every skill level, absolute beginners, self-taught drummers, and longtime professionals all unlock abilities they never thought they had.
With Dimitri, I went back to the basics that everybody that studied with Dimitri knows, is like how to hold a stick. It's like reprogramming your brain of like just playing singles and slowing down. You see the results very quickly, right? I just saw other things that I had difficulties with improving very quickly.
These breakthroughs didn't come from having raw talent. They came from using a system that works. Now, most good drum teachers will say, focus on the fundamentals, perfect your technique, make the most out of your time by creating an effective practice method, yada, yada, yada. But how on earth do you actually do that? There's the easy way and there's the hard way. The hard way is the way you have been. And the easy way is my program that will teach you to master the techniques you need to play the drums with complete control and freedom. Learn these things once and they'll improve every other area of your your playing. It will give you a step-by-step system to follow that will transform your drumming and your confidence, making massive improvements using the shortest path possible. This program gives you expert coaching and support you'll need along the way, keeping you on track while you follow this simple system. You'll get real-time feedback on your drumming, get all of your questions answered, and know you are on the right path, not wasting any more time. But don't take my word for it. Here's what a few of my students have to say.
It's been a way for me to kind of just remove the roadblocks. Like, I've been really struggling with my hands for a long time, and they've come like a really long way. I can text Dimitri in the middle of the night and be like, hey, here's what I'm working on. Can you help me with this? You will just get like way more information and assistance and help than you could possibly imagine.
I got off the drum kit, talked to him for a moment, went back on the drum kit, and immediately played it perfectly all the way through. I didn't think my brain was going to do it, but it was just like this feeling of expansion in my mind. It was like, what? It just worked magic.
The most incredible thing that I learned here is about the creativity. How you can, with just a single exercise, with wide open mind, you can improve your groove, a chop, you will make it great. And I definitely improve in creativity, technique, practice, gigs. This is the best experience I ever had regarding music. I come back being a different person, a different drummer. Not just a drummer, but a different person in a good way, right? That's amazing.
Getting direct feedback, individualized feedback. He's very specific about what he's seeing when the sticks are going down and when they're coming back up. You don't get that from the other online experiences. We've had some really good conversations, right, in the workshops where like ideas will just come up and then we're engaging as a community. That makes it different as well, right? That's a really unique experience. Dimitri's has been the most like one-on-one experience. Dimitri's a good listener. He has a lot of great information to share.
So when Dimitri introduced the French grip, to me this was my first time actually having a name to something I've kind of already been doing a little bit wrong. What was most impactful for me was it was just natural, and it's nice to have a grip I can go to without thinking about it. They pinpointed things I never would have even thought about, but really it was the community of drummers here from literally all over the world that made me want to continue, want to stay, want to improve. I am really excited to take more classes.
I'll always run something by Dimitri. I will always ask him, I'll ask for his opinion, and he'll give it to me. And if it's something that I can't figure out on my own, I know that he's like always a resource at any moment. Like, I didn't feel the need to seek anywhere else because of how thorough he was.
Let's dive in a bit deeper and I'll show you more of what's inside. To start, you'll use my proven practice roadmap. With this to guide you, you'll find out what areas you need to focus on to make the most improvement at your current level, and you'll learn how to make those changes step by step through proven practice methods. After you learn a few simple, straightforward techniques and coordination exercises, you'll also improve every other area of your drumming at the same time with no extra work. You'll play faster, you'll develop great timing and feel, you'll learn exciting new grooves and fills, and you'll finally become the great drummer you know you can be. The 10x practice framework will have you making more progress in 30 minutes than most drummers make in a month of unfocused practice. This isn't just another drum course throwing random exercises at you. This is a complete system that shows you exactly what to practice, how to practice it, and most importantly, how to know when you've truly mastered it. Think about it. What if every practice session actually moved you forward? What if your technique was no longer holding you back? What if you could finally play those ideas you hear in your head? With a rock solid practice strategy and newfound creative tools that you can keep using for years, you'll never run out of fresh ideas to continue leveling up your drumming. That's exactly what hundreds of our students have already experienced. Just look at what they've achieved.
Found what I was looking for. Like, I have him to thank for my exponential growth. The confidence that he gave me was really what I needed.
I wanted to get better, faster, and I was afraid I was developing bad habits and not even really knowing about it. Probably what I'm most excited about is my doubles have gotten a lot stronger. That's helping a lot, and my buzz rolls are getting better because my stick control is getting better.
In terms of Dimitri, I felt like super confident with him just because I've been following him for a while and ended up bumping into him in person. I feel like solidified things a lot farther too. He's like, you need to do this and this, and show me some different techniques. And immediately, I've just been practicing them subconsciously almost. My doubles have improved tenfold.
But there's more. While you master this process and my easy to learn systems, you'll have expert guidance from me and my team. That includes drummers who have toured the world, recorded with top companies like Disney and Warner Records, and performed at the top level using the same drumming techniques I'll teach you. One-on-one lessons with us not only gets you immediate feedback from pro drummers, but the online format also gives you access to me in your back pocket whenever and wherever you want via the community app. It's like a cheat code that no other drummer you know will have. I'll be there, ready to help you perfect your technique, coordination, and speed. Not only that, you'll also join a group of highly motivated drummers like yourself who will all share their progress and how they made it, so that you'll learn faster and feel supported in a way you can't find anywhere else online. On top of it all, you'll dive into my live online workshops with myself and my team. We'll level up your hand and foot technique, coordination, timing, groove, and much more, all while you get live feedback and guidance directly from me. Now, this is a fully online coaching program, so you can improve your drumming from anywhere in the world. But as a VIP member, you'll also have the exclusive opportunity to attend in-person camps, just like the ones you're seeing here, where I personally coach drummers through real-time exercises and feedback. Basically, these methods and expert guidance and feedback level up every area of your drumming, so that no matter what you want to play on the drums, you can confidently pull it off. Just follow this plan and you'll get insane results like these students.
Dimitri was worth it because I got something that was very specific and individualized.
I was essentially plateauing as far as my drumming went. I had always taken the approach of trying harder, but not necessarily in any kind of informed or structured way. Dimitri teaching you how to leverage the rebound of the drum, leverage natural motion of your body, ergonomics. That was like a skeleton key to a lot of doors in my playing.
Just through working with Dimitri and improving my playing, as far as direct results, several other groups heard me play just randomly, and they approached me and they're like, hey, we want you to play drums for us. That's kind of snowballed into other groups. Yeah, like it's great. I mean, people notice that my playing has really improved.
There's only so much that YouTube videos and playing in your basement can do when someone extremely talented who's offering their perspective, and you can learn from them. That's just one of the greatest things you can do. If you want to get better at your instrument, this is what you have to do. That's the step you have to take. Who doesn't want to work with a wizard?
This system took my drumming to a professional level fast. And in just a few weeks, you can transform your drumming from the ground up too. You'll have an exact system for improving quickly that you can take with you forever. No more wasting years figuring it out on your own. It does all that hard work for you. No more throwing away money on drum instructors who just repeat stuff out of a book. And you won't have to drop $100,000 on a music degree to make real progress. With my system, you'll get better faster than you ever thought possible. You'll gain the confidence to play in a band. You'll achieve the skills to play the music you hear in your head or on the radio. And you'll have all the tools you need to continue growing as a drummer without ever needing another lesson. If you're not sure this program is right for you, ask yourself, how much better will you be in 1 year, 5 years, or even 10 years if you keep doing things the way you are now? This is the system I wish someone had made for me. It could have saved me years of frustration figuring this stuff out and improved my drumming 10 times faster. If there was a chance you could make years of progress in just a few weeks and completely change your drumming for the better, would you take it? If so, hit the apply button below to get started today.